That's right. Your favorite completely improvised comedy show known as the Rigmarole. What is it, Mark?
Oh, it's a completely improvised comedy show where we go forwards and backwards in time. We may play each other's characters, and all of it is based on your suggestions. Right now, you'll see up top, it says Title Schmeidel, but that won't be the title for long because you'll be creating the title and you'll be inspiring the show. And sometimes it might be a little loosely inspired, but we promise it's inspired by you. So start off by giving us some adjectives and nouns, please.
As Mark said, we go forwards and backwards in time. We play lots of different characters. If you've never seen our show before, just hang on. You'll totally get it. We use the sound of a to communicate to one another when we want to start a new idea. If you hear a bell sound, that's like, oh, I got an idea. We're going to start something new. So if you type in some adjectives and nouns, we can get started with the title of today's show. We've got Run It Down.
Dwarves.
Short.
Loud.
Matted.
Unnerved. Hey, Jake Dunham.
Jake Dunham's back. Hey, Marie, script.
Hairy.
Hey, Julie, Harry.
Canceled.
Heinous.
Ghost.
What? They're jumping around. Milking.
I saw King in there. Coaster maker.
Uh-huh. Odious?
What is odious? I don't know. Delicate.
Oh, Eric Graves.
Bastards.
This guy with the next to the light. I love it.
Oh,
Bastards.
Tangy.
Uh-huh.
Boat.
Lonely.
Noisy.
Masseuse.
Bagger.
Running.
Arched.
Jumpy.
Toasty.
Cobbler.
Timely.
Bored.
Cringy.
A good one. Voyeurs.
King.
Oats. All right. What do we like? Ooh, queen. Nice.
Queen. I like cobbler. I think
cobbler. Okay. Yeah. Cobbler, good. Then let's see. Freak. Indecisive. Okay, I'm just running them back now. Stupid. Good. Cringy. The Cringy Cobbler is now the name of today's episode. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to turn into, but it's the title. So you'll see it somehow, some way, somewhere. And
that's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Okay, great. Thank you for that title. Now moving on, we have another question for you.
What is something interesting about your neighbor? Which I don't think is actually the proper one.
Is that the wrong one? wait, what was the one you chose?
It was damn
You do it. You do it.
It really doesn't matter. Let's see, where is it? It's this one. What was the best thing you brought to show and tell?
Great. Thank you. It's live comedy, people.
That's right.
What's the best thing you brought to show and tell? One time, as we wait for great suggestions to roll in, one time I brought a machete and a kid grabbed it on the blade and I got in trouble.
Is that a true story?
That's a true story. It was actually for Halloween. I was Crocodile Dundee.
These are different times.
Different times, baby. Now machetes no longer allowed because of that one kid.
Dang. Yeah,
I heard from my head.
One to ruin it all. X-Wing fighter.
A live June bug.
Oh. Water skis. Wow.
Nice. Pumpkin seeds.
Nice. A piece of a potato chip.
Just a piece. A rack.
Instant pudding.
What do we like? A shark suit that was way too small.
Let's see. All these are funny. I gotta look back. Water skis makes me laugh. A piece of potato chip, instant pudding. Dang. What am I going with? Let's go water skis.
Water skis. Thank you, Mr. Dunham. And for our third question, our final prompt of the evening, which will inspire characters, situations, scenarios, and the like. You'll have to stick around to see what it is. What? Why did you get fired from your last job? It doesn't have to be your last job. It can be any job, really. Why did you get fired? What did you do? This is all going under the permanent record of the internet. So
That's
make
right.
sure that you confess. Oh, joystick. Hmm. Hmm. Um, let's see, Mark. Why did you get fired from your last job?
I have never been fired from a job.
What?
I don't think.
You've never had the pleasure?
I have never had the pleasure of being fired from a job.
You've quit.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times that I was like, it'd be pretty reasonable if I got fired here.
Yeah,
But
pretty reasonable. They're within their rights.
the closest I came was working in a restaurant as a server. I got a bad tip, and then I followed the people out, and I asked them what was wrong, and they were like, "Oh, nothing was wrong." And I was like, "Really?" Because the bill was $600, and you left $26. So I just thought something was wrong.
These numbers are burned into your memory clearly.
And then they 2 months later sent a message back, which I think is amazing because it lived with them for 2 months.
2 months. They really were cooking up their response.
And then I got called in the office, and the manager was like, was that worth it? And I was like, yeah, it was absolutely 100% worth it.
100% worth it.
And I almost got fired, but I didn't.
Oh, you're very clear on the verge.
Yeah.
Right.
So good time.
Oh, for not sharing your lunch. Wow. What a demanding job. Messed up the pudding. It was just too much pudding, I guess.
He's a pudding chef. We respect it.
Yeah.
For asking someone to leave my classroom.
Ooh. Okay. We have more rolling in. I'm not seeing them. I like messed up the pudding. It was just too much pudding, I guess.
I like it.
Great.
Boom.
Boom. Thank you guys so much for typing in these awesome suggestions and words. As I said, we're going to use them to expire us.
Yes. This will be the death of us.
This will be it. This will be the end of the Rigma and the end of us. So just to run them down real quick, we have what won't tell. Water skis.
Yes.
We have why'd you get fired from your last job?
And it's because he messed up the pudding. It was just too much pudding, I guess.
And this episode of the Rigmarole, which you will now watch and enjoy, entitled
The Cringy Cobbler. Robert?
Tyrese.
We've got 2 more pairs of boots that need your attention immediately.
Tyrese, has anyone ever told you that your eyes are like holes in the universe that sparkle when you light them up?
You tell me that once a day, Robert.
Oh,
still only you, boss. Still only you.
Has anyone else ever told you that?
No, Robert. The closest I've got was someone said, "I really like your eyes," but that was probably 4 years ago, before I had glasses.
Well, Tyrese, let me have those boots. Sorry, changed directions on you there.
You really did. You're always a
I'm gonna put them up here on the to-dos rack.
Well, I hope you get to them soon, because Mr. Richardson assured me that those boots are very important for an upcoming event.
Jake Richardson. Oh, I'm Jake Richardson. Fix my boots in one day. You know what? We are professional cobblers here. And I want you to tell Mr. Richardson that we don't do boots in an hour. This isn't Dom's boots in an hour. All right? This is the Cringy Cobbler.
Mr. Richardson, Robert told me, he asked kindly to relay a message to you that this isn't Dom's boots in an hour. So he is going to have to at least take his time if you would like the product to be up to the standard which I know a man of your caliber and resolve demands.
What's your name? Tyrese, like it says on your name tag right there. Tyrese, listen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who I am. I'm Jake Richardson. I'm CEO of Richardson and Sons.
I know.
Okay. And I don't know if you know, but we are the number one premier customer here at the Cringy Cobbler. My sons come in here with their boots. I come in here with my boots. And you know what? Yeah, maybe you can't. Maybe it isn't Dom's in an hour, but maybe I should take my $300,000 of business per year, per annual year,
right,
down to Dom's boots in an hour. Because maybe, or maybe you can go back into the back room there and tell Robert,
right,
that I'm not a happy camper out here.
I will head back there and I will try and make this right for you, Mr. Richardson. No, I assure you that we value your son's footwear and even your business, but most importantly, you as people. So we will do our absolute. I will go talk to Robert.
Okay, because the clock is ticking and I got 48 minutes.
And you're my little special man.
Robert,
you're gonna go into this sandal and you're gonna live there for.
Robert,
Therese, you're back so soon?
It's a short walk from the back to the. Anyhow,
You have to walk past all the rows of boots, of which there are 14, built by my grandfather, the master cringer. Listen, Tyrese, I have a confession.
Go ahead.
My grandfather, as you know, E. Pemberton.
Of course, I know E. Pemberton. I walk past his picture daily.
There it is. As you know, the painting of E. Pemberton. Grandpa, I'm sorry. He was a very cringy man, and I feel like I can cringe, but I can't make others cringe.
Well, I'm uncomfortable just being around you, Robert. So,
Tyrese, has anyone ever told you that your pants are plump and full, like a man who has a pear in his pants?
Yes, Robert, just only about once a day from you.
How am I doing, Grandfather Epem? Pretty good, it looks like, from the eyes on the painting. I'm sorry, you had something you wanted to tell us.
I do, Robert. Mr. Richardson is out there and he is threatening in what seems to be a fairly truthful manner to take all of his business to Dom's, which you understand would put us.
Dom's boots in an hour. Oh, that man has been trying to steal our business for nigh on 15 generations.
Welcome to Dom's Boots in an Hour. I'm Dom.
Hi, Tom. My name's Kara, and I read about you on Google Plus Maps, and I just was like, I have a pair of open-toed sandals that I have to wear to a wedding this afternoon, and I just thought there's only one place in town that says they can do it in an hour. Can you do it in like maybe 48 minutes? Dom's boots in an hour.
Okay, Kara. Are sandals boots? Let's get your brain box in order before you come into Dom's and try and mess up our whole operation. This is Dom's boots in an hour. I said nothing about sandals. I make no sandal claims. You understand?
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of an open-toed boot sandal. It's more of a bandole, or some call it a suit.
Oh, it's like
I don't know. Can I just show you?
Yeah, I'd like to see. Oh, that's a bit of a gladiator sandal, which I could understand where that crosses over with the whole boot.
This is what I'm saying. It's a Greco-Roman themed wedding, and I've already got my toga on, as you can see, and these bandles.
Here,
Sorry.
let me touch.
Yeah. I just.
This is a fine piece. This is a fine piece. I could do this, and I'm calculating.
Can you fix me? You can fix me. You can fix me in a matter of 37 minutes.
I could fix this in a matter of 37 minutes. That's a guarantee. That's a Dom's definite. That's a Dom's definite.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I have to be on the party bus, which picks up down the street in front of the old clock tower in just under an hour. So I'm really grateful, Dom.
Okay, I have just under an hour to get this bus to the pickup station. Okay, so if you all can just help me fill the tank, okay? And I know you're a gas station assistant. I know you're a gas station poor guy specialist. But what I don't need is the whole song and dance, right? What I need is the gas in the van, because I have a pickup to make. Can you just help me out?
Well, I'm sorry that you came to Jimmy's Song and Dance gas station, because everybody gets a song and a dance and a dance and a song here's the part where I fill up your tank, but I put it in the tank and I put it in the gas. I'm in a bit of crank it and another what's last is you put it in, and now you're feeling it.
I have a very important appointment.
Connie? I don't. Yeah, I got drunk before the wedding. Yeah, I was drunk. I started drinking this morning with my dad at 9 o'clock in the morning, because my dad and I started talking. I was like, I never wanted to have a toga-themed wedding. Who wants a Greco-Roman themed wedding, Connie? You forced it. You pushed it through. You made all the wedding decisions. You didn't let me do any of the decisions. And my dad said, "Here, drink this Jägermeister," and like he said, it's liquid courage for me. It's liquid courage for me.
I didn't let you make any decisions.
No, you didn't. And
No.
Don't start with this hand movements, okay? Because you know that it's just the hypnotizes me, and I'm not watching.
What did I ask you when I said what kind of a salad do you want? I said, do you want a Caesar salad?
Yeah, but I didn't think I was going to be answering the question. I didn't think I was going to be saying that I want my whole wedding to be all Greek themed togas and bandals, sandal boots, sandals.
Sweetheart, you know me, right? And I said, when you pick a salad is thematic. Am I right? Because if you're out here and we're not going to use the theme of the salad to incorporate into the entire wedding, then what kind of a wedding are we even having, right? I'm not putting on a show for the homeless out here. I'm putting on a wedding that is life-changing. You understand? You and I have a changed life now. You understand me?
I heard they were putting on a show for the homeless out here. Did you guys hear about the show they were putting on for the homeless out here?
I heard that if we show up before sundown, there's a good chance we can get a canned goods and 3 salads.
Conroy, I really hope that this is not another one of these fake shows for the homeless, because I lost my house due to inflation, okay, and due to the job market, okay, and I've been living here on Sycamore Street for a good, since 9 months, since you loaned me the box that we both now share. But I can't handle another one of these fake shows for the homeless that they tout. Oh, we're going to be putting on a show for the homeless, and then no show shows up.
And that's not even a real show. It's just
that would break me. That would break me in two pieces.
Well, you know what broke me, Thomas? It broke me when I invested my last $10,000 into the promise of a startup microbrewery.
And
they didn't even make a real brew. It was a light beer. You understand?
I've heard it. I've heard it a million times. Your story is a tale as old as time, my friend. And the promise, you invested in the promise, and the promise never came fulfilled.
And guess what? It was my literal last $10,000. I had no money left beyond that. Nothing.
Hey, gather around, everybody, guys, all the unhoused people here. If you'd like to bring it in, shows.
I don't have anywhere to live.
Okay. That's kind of why we're doing this. We are the Unhoused Players, and we are a theater company which goes around and does street performances to try to brighten the lives of people who lives are very dark.
You think my life needs brightening? I need a roof over my head. I need my $10,000 back, which I invested in a micro brewery, which all they ever did was make a light beer. One light beer. There's not even a light beer market out there anymore. People want something full and robust. It's ridiculous.
I hear that. I hear that a lot from the unhoused community, that you invested in the promise of a brewery that didn't ever come to fruition. But I think that if you I think that
promise you it's going to be a great beer.
I think that if you just watched our little play, that you would really enjoy it, and it would give you maybe not a literal house, but like a figurative house, to a story roof to live under. Okay?
It's fine, but I'm just telling you that
I just need you to just sit down on that pile of sticks and let's just enjoy the show. I take you now.
These are vintage water skis. These are vintage water skis that I found. Okay, I found at a garage sale. Sometimes at a garage sale, they just, when it's over, and they just throw everything on the curb. Well, I found these vintage water skis, and they're my friends.
Just hear me out, gang. We've been doing community theater now for what? 7 months, right?
It feels like only a week.
It feels like, oh, thank you, Jefferson. It feels like 1 week, doesn't it? It's just flown by. Now listen, I was riding in my BMW here today, and I saw some people on the side of the road who did not look like they had a place to live. And I had a bing bulb go off on the top of my head, and I thought, what if?
Okay.
What if we were to bring them a story, bring it to where they live, a story of theater, a theatrical experience that could make them feel like they had a home to live in.
Yes. I would agree with you. I was at sushi the other day, and I was looking at the fish, and I was thinking, this, it's so beautiful and so colorful.
So
and
colorful.
You know who can use more color and more beauty in their life?
That's right.
The unhoused.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Jefferson. Filipina, do you also agree? Or is this going to be another one of your I protest and against the misuse of stories?
I generally would protest against the misuse of stories.
Right.
But if there's one cause I believe in, if there's one singular cause,
yes,
it really warms my heart from the inside. It's this. I want to do it.
This is the one cause that warms your heart.
This is that
cause. The one that I just told you about. So your heart is newly warmed.
It's a newly warmed heart. I feel like a changed.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like a changed woman.
Cool. Excellent. Well, as long as we have Filipota on board, then I think everything's gonna be just okay. You know what? We need to go get some shoes for the production. Every good production starts with a good pair of shoes. Am I right, actors?
Sure does. Can we all get a here on that one?
Here. Good shoes. Take away the non-show blues.
No. Just the here, please.
Okay.
And then she was like, good shoes takes away the non-shoes blues. And I was like, no. We called for a here. And I don't really need your rhymes, okay? I did. I was like, no.
That's disgusting to me.
I know. And this, is that chamomile?
It is chamomile. I like how it calms me down after a long day of caffeine and stimulation from the outside world.
I'm sorry, waiter. We ordered a piece of a potato chip and we haven't gotten it yet.
Just a small piece, waiter. We're not trying to overindulge.
I'm busy.
You must. Yeah, that's wrong. That's not how you do service. I was in the service industry when I was 17 years old. And what I did was not that.
Grandfather, I have a problem with Dom's boots in an hour, and I'm wondering if you could give me some advice about it.
I'm listening, Robert. Go ahead.
I love it when you speak to me from beyond the grave, Father. Grandfather, is Father also there?
Your father's busy right now. He's running some errands from beyond the grave, but
Beyond the grave errands? What type of beyond the grave errands need to be run?
Well, sometimes one still needs to go out and pick out a 3-piece suit for the upcoming event. You know, every time someone dies, we like to dress up.
Oh, this is so you, Grandfather E. Pemberton. Although Father has very poor tastes in 3-piece suits, I must say he's gotten very bad reputation in this regard.
He certainly does. if you think back to when he was getting dressed for his 55th birthday, it was.
Oh, that suit. Mother almost flogged him straight out of the house.
She would have been in her right too, as well.
No, absolutely not.
Jesus Christ.
He can't save you. Not if you're wearing that suit. That is a hideous, hideous, hideous suit. 3 pieces, all mismatched. Who do you think you are? Some sort of hip-hop rapper?
I am Little Daddy, the newest hip hop rapper from the. You put that knife down, Willa. Put that wife down. Put that knife down, my wife. Listen, you have ruined our son by making him very cringy, just like my father. I tried to raise that boy to not be cringy. My father is cringy. Our son is now cringy because of you, because you've passed on this tradition. I am going my own way. I am Little Daddy, the hip hop rapper.
Go your own way. You can go your own way.
Do not sing classic 70s rock tunes into that knife, woman!
How dare you try and stop me?
Dom, I'm back for my bandals. I just needed, I just really need them because the bus is about to be here. Although I did receive a text from the bride, and she said that the groom's drunk and that he really doesn't want to do a toga themed wedding. So they're gonna switch it.
They're gonna switch it, Dale.
Yeah, switch it day of to yoga themed. Yeah. So I was just wondering if you could maybe like quickly like make those into like yoga boots for me. Is that
Yeah, sure, fine. After I just spent the last 48 or 37 minutes fixing these, sure, I could gladly just turn them into yoga boots. Hold on, let me just pull out my my knife, which is razor sharp, and here, I'll fix them for you right now.
No, Dams, no.
Oh, yes is the answer. Yes, absolutely.
Dear Yelp, I went to Dom's Boots in an hour to receive a fashioning of a bandle, which is a boot mixed with a sandal, and Dom told me he could do it in 37 minutes. Now, it seemed as though he had spoken to the sandal briefly, listened to it, rubbed it on his face, and I thought, wow, here's a man who knows his business and knows what he does and knows how to do it. But when I came back 36 minutes later and I asked him to switch it from a bandol to a yoga themed boot because there was a hiccup in the wedding that I was going to, he took the knife out, which was razor sharp, and started hacking away at my bandol, which I was not too pleased about because then I only had a shredded footwear to wear on the pickup bus where we were drinking and having a good time, except everyone noticed my bandol.
Dear Yelp, I also have a review for Dom's 1 hour boots. I think Dom did fine work and was exceptionally kind. He offered me a hard candy from the bowl sitting on the counter, but as I am a type 1 diabetic and my insulin levels were fine, I was not interested. I asked him later if he had anything to drink, such as a beverage, and he did. A+ for Dom. He seems to be kind and smart, and also know about shoes. He spoke to my boots for nigh on 13 minutes. And let me tell you, I did not know my boots had so much to say. My oh my, Dom's my guy.
Dear Yelp, reviews and such. I am writing today in regards to Dominic Pastrielli, otherwise known as Dom's Boots in an Hour. I took a pair of work boots into his shop that I had owned for nigh on 15 years. When Dom saw the boots, he seemed to put them to his face, rub them against his face, then he disappeared for about 15 minutes into the back room. When he came out, I don't know how to describe it, but these boots were not the boots that I came in there with. And these boots are very emotional to me because my father gave me these boots and he died the day he gave them to me. My father gave me these boots and the only way I can describe them is deflated. 1 star.
I need to read through some of my Yelp reviews. Very interested to see what the people have to say about me because you know what? I'm a man of the people. What in God's name is this?
Hey, Dom's one fan. Dom's kind of a fan. Dom is a total fan. Dom's kind of a fan. I'm a different kind of fan. I'm not going to Dom's ever again.
Do these people not realize this is my entire livelihood? I'm a boot fixer. I am a boot fixer, and if I cannot fix boots, I cannot eat. My family cannot live. They take it out so aggressively on me on Yelp, this platform, digitally. But my, oh my. I hurt.
In local news, Dom Pastrielli, otherwise known as Dom's Boots in an Hour, took his own life today after reading a Yelp review. This is a public service message to make sure that you read more than one review before judging yourself so harshly.
45 minutes earlier. Oh, sweet bleach, how you call to me. I thirst for your stinging liquid in my lungs. I thirst for the sweet sleep of death.
Drink me, Dom, drink me. Drink me. Drink me down. I'm delicious, and I will save you from all your Yelp troubles.
You may be color safe, but you may not be internal safe.
Whee! Breaking news on the Dom Pastrielli Dom in a Boots in an Hour situation. Dom has made a recovery, and he's now in the intensive care unit at St. Bethany's Hospital, right in the heart of the city. If you have a Yelp review for Dom that you have not shared with him yet, and it is a positive review, please, now is the time.
Can I speak to St. Bethany? The work you've all done here is incredible, and I'd like to speak to the boss. I'd like to speak to St. Bethany, please. Please, I'd like to leave you all a good review. Nurse, bring me St. Bethany, please.
Dom's Boots in an Hour. I don't know how to tell you this, but St. Bethany is the patron saint of healing and health works. She lived from 1452 to 1527, and therefore is no longer with us. We do, however, have a mascot who dresses in a large puffy costume that goes to children's events, if you'd like to speak with that.
The year is 1508. Hey, you don't look like you feel too well.
I do feel too well.
I see you have an open wound on your neck.
I have an open wound. Can you see it?
Yes, I can also heal it. This is a handful of salt. It will.
Oh,
It may hurt a little bit.
I'm very concerned as although it is only the Bronze Age, I do experience what salt does to open wounds. Are you sure you look like you're of some of the Christian faith?
I'm of the Christian faith, and my name is Bethany. I know a lot about healing.
Oh, are you some sort of saint, or is
Not
that
yet.
like a thing that they do to you later after you do things like this, or?
I can almost guarantee one day I will be a saint.
Okay, all right. Well, if you're sure, then I'll just expose my wound to you here.
Here it comes. Take a deep breath.
Mhm.
Take a deep breath. There it is. You have been healed by Saint Bethany. I shall go on and heal more.
And yea, Saint Bethany rubbeth the salt of the sea into the necks wounds and upon the goiters of the country people around and throughout Bethlehem. Saint Bethany was naturally one of the greatest healers of our time and shall be recognized as such.
I would like to vote that her sainthood be made eternal.
Thank you, Gregory of Greco-Roman Chant Castle. We appreciate your very long and drawn-out responses always. Does anyone else have a suggestion about today's reading?
I would like to second Gregory's chant regarding Bethany.
Thank you, Thomas.
What did you think of church today? I thought it was incredible.
It felt as though we were really getting good things done.
I agree, couldn't agree more. I think that this way of speaking will catch on.
I certainly hope so.
I have taught my son and daughter your ways and told them they must speak to this process at all times.
Well, I think they are going to be set up well in life.
In 1526, I'm gonna rub two sticks together, and then you'll see you'll see exactly what it is. Because if you guys don't know, rubbing sticks together makes heat, and in 1526, that's like when I'm gonna make my mark on the world. I'm not gonna take any of this stuff that people giving me. I'm gonna give them two sticks rubbed together. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you think?
Okay, cool. I'm glad you agree with my plan. And although that's sometime in the future, maybe you'd like to join my little group.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, if you got big plans, I got big plans too. And in 1526, by that time, man, I'm gonna have a horse. Shoot, I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 different kettles. I'll probably even have a hut with some windows. Okay, so yeah, I got big plans too. Whatever.
Oh, here come that weird brother and sister.
Oh, geez, no.
Hello, guys. What are you talking about? We came to play with you.
You guys know it's super weird, right? Like, you don't need to talk like that. No one else talks like that. I know.
Everyone at church will be talking like this soon, and you guys better get on board. If you're making plans for the future, it should incorporate this type of speaking.
I don't understand what that type of speaking has to do with.
Listen to my older brother. He and I have promised our father that we will always speak in this manner.
You guys are ridiculous. Like, why don't you get a real plan? Like he's rubbing two sticks together.
I'm going to be rubbing 2 6 together in 1526, and then you guys will see. If I was to jump into the future right now and show you what's going to happen, you'll see me rubbing 2 sticks together, making heat, and you'll see no one around us speaking like the weirdness that you are.
Yeah, no one would even do that. I don't think it's even a
I
cool.
will be doing it because I promised my father.
I mean, that's fine, I guess, but like, no one is gonna ever think it's cool. Like, no one is ever gonna think it's cool. So if you guys just want to be dumb forever or whatever, like, go ahead and do that. But we've got big plans, like big plans, huge, like stuff you couldn't even imagine. No, like you couldn't even. I don't think you can imagine.
1526.
Oh! Woo! Ah! Woo! Yeah! Ah! Oh! Yeah!
Oh, yeah, my horse is 12 hands high.
Oh,
We're going crazy. I mean, like, wait, what? We promised it, and yeah, I remember that day. I remember the day.
Remember back in 1508 when we talked all about this, and I was talking about sticks, you talked about kettles, man. It all came true.
That's right. I got my horse. I got kettles. I got my house with the window, just like I promised. It's a hut, but it'll work. It's cool, man.
But you know what? Also, man, just sad that. Also, what came true is that as soon as we step outside this door, we gonna start talking like this. Everybody knows like this. I'm just so sick of it, man.
Yeah,
I wish back in 1508, when those 2 kids came around, we would have just sold them like we would have stuffed them in an old sack and shoved them in the river. I know that would send us to Hades, man. But I can't deal with all this like. Chant talk, man.
No, I can't believe that it actually caught on, and it was like a real thing. A knock at the door.
Hello, will you please open your door? I'm wondering if I can borrow some wheat for bread.
Who is it? I don't just open the.
I don't want it, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk like this.
I can't understand you when you talk like some sort of 1401 idiot.
It's not 1401.
I'm not. I don't want to talk like this. I feel oppressed by having to always speak in monotone. I don't want to do it.
Just do me a favor and lend me some wheat. Can I get that wheat?
Honey, did you get the flour and the wheat for the pudding I am making?
No, sweetheart, I'm sorry. We're going to have to substitute different ingredients for the pudding and hope for the best.
I don't think that will work. I feel like maybe that will mess everything up.
Trust me, sweetheart, you are a genius in the pudding making.
I fell in love with your voice, and next your compliments, and third your voice.
Well, lucky for you, All three of those things are still here, you beautiful pudding-making mistress.
Later, at the church bazaar, where the pudding was served,
There seems to be something amiss with this pudding, and there's so much of it.
it's, I can't even sing. The pudding has totally ruined. I messed up the pudding. It's just too much of the pudding, I guess.
It's way too much pudding. We're nearly inundated with pudding at this point. Help.
Robert, Mr. Richardson is back, and he is livid.
Tyrese, has anyone ever told you that you make a room light up in a way that only a small bird with a light in its soul that flew into a dark cavern could do?
Only ever you, Robert. Only ever you.
See, Grandfather Pemberton. He enjoys. I speak to him sometimes, although he don't like my father because he has red waist and suits.
Well, I'm sure some people do have bread-based in suits. I don't.
bread based suits don't stay very long. They don't hang around very long.
Okay.
Did you know that my father was the first rapper, Little Daddy?
I had heard that once or twice, but yes.
Please welcome to the stage the hottest rapper in the game, wearing three-piece suits that mismatched and bread-based. It's Little Daddy. Hello, everyone. I am a Little Daddy. This is my first. Hello, hi. This is my first rap show of all time. I just want to be upfront about that. I just want to.
Thank you for your candor.
You're very welcome. I just want to let you know that my father, who most of you know, because
who is your father?
He owns the Cringy Cobbler here in town, and I want to let you know that I want to separate myself from him.
Hooray for the Cringy Cobbler!
I am not. No. That's not what we're doing here. I'm just saying I don't want to be judged by my father's cringiness. Okay, E. Pemberton. Okay.
Sure, of course.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for being such a vocal member of the audience. I really appreciate it. So,
you're your own person.
Okay. All right. So, if everyone would just settle into your seats, I'll begin the rap show now. May I have a beat, please?
Of course. What? Let's see.
Ma'am, you don't have to provide. Ma'am, you don't have to provide the beat.
No, I can do it.
That's gonna come from the DJ back here. DJ, can I have a nice tasty beat, please?
Yep. Of course, I will provide the beat, ma'am. You can just relax.
I would really like to be involved
as much as possible in the show.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's my very first rap show, and I'm very trying to distance myself from my father, E. Pemberton, the Cringy Cobbler here in town. And there's just a lot of backstory. I feel like I've shared too much already about what's going on. I should have just come out and started rapping, but I just wanted to let you all know.
And Miss, as the DJ, I can take care of the beats. You know, I mean, you relax in the audience, and we'll let the rapper rap. I'll put on the beats.
Okay, I'll just relax in the audience, but if there's an opportunity for me to be involved in the show, like if I were to jump on stage, I could dance next to you, or I could just kind of hold my drink and like kind of do like this kind of thing. If there's any kind of, is there a spot in the show for me? Because I would love to be involved.
I mean, those are I would say. I mean, I'm just a DJ, but those all feel pretty reasonable to me. I mean,
okay, if you guys want to continue this, like maybe after the rap show, I'm just a little nervous about getting my rap show going. It's my first one, as I had mentioned, and I'm really trying to separate myself from my dad and also my son. And although he's young,
I really, really support you, and I just want you to know that whether or not this rap is great or it's kind of average because it's your first time and everything like that.
Okay,
I am still here to support. I'm just a supportive person.
You're a very vocal and very supportive member of the audience, and I do appreciate that. But now I feel like I'm forgetting my rap lyrics already because I kind of like was all like revved up and ready to go when I came out here, and then
and if I could just interject,
yeah, go ahead.
I've been a DJ for a while, and usually this isn't exactly how the shows go.
I've never done a show, and I'm pretty sure that this is not how it goes.
I want to make sure that you knew, because I know this is your first experience, and I would hate for you to think that this is the average.
No. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up. DJ talks a lot. Yeah.
Well, it's it's just kind of my thing.
Yeah, I can tell. Now I get the name. I didn't know before, but I thought, oh, he's a DJ. Why is his name Talks a Lot? But now it's very clear why he talks a lot.
I think you're both doing great.
Well, how can I be doing great if I haven't been able to start the rap yet? Because I didn't know, I was going to get heckled or positive heckled, if that's a thing, by a member of the.
I still appreciate your candor, even when it has a little bit of a tinge of frustration, I think. Yeah,
okay. I put on my best mismatched suit that's bread based. I came out here, to rap about my father, E. Pemberton, and how I'm not like him, how I'm not cringy, and I just, what? I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you what the raps are about. I don't even know if I remember how to rhyme them.
Again, right, not my show. I'm just a DJ, but I would never recommend just explaining what the raps are about. I would.
Well, would you recommend dropping a beat so that I could begin the rap itself? Well, is that a recommendation that you would make?
That'd be high on the list, absolutely.
Okay, let's make it number 1 on the list, and let's go ahead and drop the beat.
All right, well, let's get to it.
I just wanted you to know that, yes, I go to Starbucks every day. And yes, they always do a great job making the drinks. But you, today, have done an incredible job. This is, when I look at this drink, yes, it's iced coffee. Yes, it's not that difficult. But the ratio of the ice to the coffee is impeccable. And I think it's you. It's not the cup. It's you. Okay?
Welcome back to Books on Books. Today, very excited to have the hottest author of one of the naughtiest memoirs that's going around today. It's Judy Wellaby with, and you all know it, say it with me, I just wanted you to know. Let's welcome her out here. Judy, come on out.
Hello.
Judy, you have such an amazing story. You began by going to open mic rap shows and interjecting yourself into the show.
Yes.
But not only that, you do it at coffee shops where you say, I just wanted you to know, as we
That's
all,
right.
the studio audience here, all big fans. And if you look under your seats right now, you'll find a free copy of I Just Wanted You to Know.
That's right. And I know you're aware of the open mic rap concerts, but I also did it at local theater engagements. I went to youth soccer games. I went to different churches of all denominations. I would say to them, I just wanted you to know you're doing a great job. But I would be more specific because specifics are what get it done.
We will now read from John chapter 14, verse 7. John, who was Jesus's best friend, came up Mount Olympi to give him the bread of holy chastisation. Jesus.
Back when that was written.
Hey, what's up, Jesus? How you doing? It's me, John.
Hello, John.
I just like to. I had to announce myself.
I just want. Wait, what?
I just had to announce myself. Your eyes were closed.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've just been really tired. My dad has been like, hey, I really want you to do something for me on your 33rd birthday. And I can't really tell you what it is. It's just that, like, it's a big ask. Let's just say it's a big ole ask.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, maybe I got some stuff here, some tablets of chastisation that will make it, easier on you. You can.
Whoa! You got tablets of chastisation?
Well, I mean, I carried them all the way up Mount Olympi, so yeah, I do. So yeah, I do.
Man. Oh man, that's really cool. You know what, John? You are my best friend, like, for sure. I'm just wondering, like, okay, let me just, like, say your dad, say your dad, that's you and me, that's us, for sure.
We're real tight.
Let me see one of those tabs of chas right there. Let me grab one of those tabs of chas.
There you go. Grab a chest tab.
Yeah. Oh, those are heavy.
I tell you, that's what I was saying. When the whole trip up Mount Olympi was not as easy as you might have, just assumed.
You know what? If they ever write about this one day, I really hope they get it right. Like, I hope they get the details of what happened here today right.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you something. Like,
go ahead, fire away. We best friends.
For a friend. For a friend.
No, fire away. Just fire away.
Like, my friend's dad is like, he's kind of a big deal. He's like a big deal.
Uh-huh.
And he's like to his son, my friend, he says, hey, son, I need you to do something for me that will wipe away the sins of all mankind.
Uh-huh.
And my friend was like, oh, Dad, I love you. For sure. I would definitely love to do that.
Uh-huh.
And then his dad, my friend's dad, who's like, kind of a big deal. He's like, I would like you to be murdered. And not only murdered, I would like you to be drained of all your life slowly, nailed to pieces of wood and put on display for everyone to look at and birds to peck on your face. And my friend was like, and then he came and he was talk to me about it. And so I'm just kind of going around taking the temperature of all my friends to see, like, what would you do if you were my friend and your dad, who's like he's a really big deal, would like said this to you.
So you're kind of hitting me with like a WWJD. What would John do?
Like, totally, this is a 100% a WW John do.
Okay. Yikes. So when you say he's a big deal, that's like he's
like a local baker, and he supplies most of the bread.
Bigger, more important.
So maybe he's like a local farmer, and he even supplies the wheat for the baker.
Yeah, he definitely supplies the wheat. Yeah.
Okay.
And other things too, like kind of like all the things.
Okay. Wow. Dang. Okay, that's big. Okay, that's
Yeah,
big.
exactly. You can see that my friend is in like a pretty awkward position with this whole like, would you die for everyone?
Yeah, kind of interesting question, because obviously, like his dad or whatever is supplying a lot, for a lot of people, and then
I'm really glad that you're able to talk this through with me, John. This is like, I'm glad that we're able to just like talk as best friends, just like talk this out.
we got to figure it out, right? Like as I was walking up the hill, I was thinking, man, I'm walking up the hill. This is a challenge. I got these tablets. It's heavy and all that, but sounds like your friend is really going through it. So
yeah. So what do you think? Like, what would you say if he came to you and said, like, what do I say to my dad, who's like a really big deal?
I probably have to be like, Dad, I'm sorry, but that sounds like a no-go. The whole